Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you Mega River in the Sahara Desert. I've recently come across a multiple 500-year-old maps that are so interesting, yet so bizarre. I cannot understand who have never seen or heard of these before. And I suspect by the end of this video you'll likely feel the same because what these maps show in the middle of the Sahara Desert is just not supposed to be there. There are so many aspects of this map that are worthy of study and discussion. However, let's focus a moment on the Sahara Desert and notice that there are inlets of water streaming into the African continent from the north, the west and the south all along the coastline, something that no longer exists today. But also notice the river that is flowing into the middle of the Sahara. What river is this supposed to be exactly? Because surely it should not be confused with the Single River or the Senegal River, which travels east-southeast into Africa, but nowhere near as far east as this river is shown to reach, particularly as it's annotated on other maps. Take this one, for example, which is another little-known map and was found in Atlas, created by Portuguese cartographer Diogo Hamann, and also dates to the mid-1500s and marks the same massive river flowing all the way clear through the middle of the desert into the eastern Sahara, nearly reaching the Nile River. And again, let's not forget the key detail here, which is that this is from nearly 500 years ago, which I mean, come on, where is this river today and why have I never heard of it before? And by the way, when I point out that it nearly reaches the Nile River, let's take a look at yet another map. And make no mistake, these rivers would certainly have been an oasis for ancient human civilizations that would have undoubtedly occupied the lands around them. I mean, it's worth mentioning that there are recent scientific studies that have concluded exactly that, which when you think about it, makes all the sense in the world, as human migration has long been known to travel along rivers as well as along coastlines where settlements and entire civilizations are then established. And by the way, notice how it shows the Nile River extensively branching off in various directions that also no longer exists today. I find that quite interesting. But let me now point your attention to the northern Sahara and observe the multiple rivers that seemingly flow either into or from the Mediterranean Sea. And notice that illustrates various tribes, cities or settlements that are shown to have existed all along these rivers and waterways. You know, when I see these various maps, I can't help but be reminded of the legends that claim that the Nile River once flowed from east to west. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, the Sahara Desert has got to be the hidden jackpot for lost ancient human civilizations. Yet it receives arguably the least amount of attention, not just from history enthusiasts, but from the archaeological community as well. In fact, it's been said that much of the Sahara, particularly the Western Sahara, remains literally and figuratively almost blank as far as the wider international research community is concerned, which I have to say is incredibly unfortunate, as evidence has shown the existence of civilizations in this region dating back more than 11,500 years ago. So the question becomes, what is waiting to be discovered below the endless sea of sand which could potentially be a preserve for archaeological evidence dating back thousands of years, or perhaps far more recently, as these various centuries-old maps seem to indicate? Honestly, isn't it a bit weird that you've never seen or heard of these maps before? I mean, certainly there are some people watching this that are familiar with some of them, but let's be real, it's not taught in school, and without a doubt, a vast, overwhelming percentage of the masses have never seen or heard of these before. But to make things even more bizarre than that, these are just a few of the ones that I've recently come across. In fact, the most interesting map of them all is 2,000 years old, and it shows something in the Sahara Desert that is related to Atlantis. That wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay notified about our uploads. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.